This is Tim Bondi. This is a 15-minute political forum video. Enjoy. Thanks.
Begin with his minute to sum up his position.
Thank you very much, everybody, for being here tonight. I know that this is a giant inconvenience for all of you, and at the same time, it's really important that we're out here. I know most of you will not see me on your ballots because you're going to be voting the Republican primary, but it's important that both sides get an opportunity to make their positions known and let everybody know what we're about. I have a great deal of respect for Christina Shingley as the prosecuting attorney in this county, but there are some things, and I touched on one of them earlier this evening, that I think are problematic in her office. I've received a lot of I guess messages from folks urging me to run, and I've decided to do that this year. I think that whichever choice you make, we're going to have a good prosecuting attorney in this county and somebody who's going to be able to do the job well. I just think it's me this time. Thank you very much.
Ms. Shingley?
As Mr. Crawford mentioned, we've known each other since 2002. I was the chief deputy when he was hired by Mr. Bizzoli as the deputy. So I think we know each other, we know how each other works, and I can just leave you with this. I love Elmore County. I was not born here, but we moved here when I was in first grade. So I've been here most of my life. I'm not going to tell you how many years. I did go to law school in Minnesota, and I came home because that's what Idaho is. And I came home to serve my community, which I have done to the utmost of my ability since 1999. My family is here. My child is here. My future is here. I believe that the citizens of Elmore County deserve to be represented by someone who believes in them, and I do. And so for that, I will ask you to vote for me, with all due respect to Michael. Thank you.
Mike H.
I've gone down to H now. First, I'd like to start out by saying thank you all for coming and staying. I can see by the questions that you've asked Mike and me, you're very concerned about the next sheriff election, and that's very important. I'd also like to extend a very much thank you to my lovely wife, Nancy, who's been a great supporter since I started this campaign 2.5 years ago. We talked about it. Talking about the computer forensics and all, I have taken many courses in computers. When I stopped my law enforcement career, is because a computer crime was coming, where the drug dealers were starting to do things on the computer. We couldn't get it because we'd go in there and try it, erase all the data. I went back in the federal government, and I tried. And I learned how to be an information assurance officer. From there, I cross-trained. I have been a reserve. With people, great people of this Elmore County, we built the reserve program up to 17. 17 reserves, 16 level 1 certified, that we went out and patrolled and took calls, just like the record deputies, not costing you a taxpayer dollar. That is very important to me. Your tax dollar is very well spent. You people are going to make the choice. You're going to decide who the sheriff is, because the sheriff is your employee. You're the employer. You tell the sheriff what to do. I ask for your vote May 17th. Thank you.
Mike B.
Just so y'all know, I can tell from her.
Hopefully, I'll help you got your kind of thing to keep track of how many steps you had tonight. In closing, I would like to say that a vote for me is a vote for experience, patrol, investigations, K-9, Marine Patrol, the jail, and last that I've learned the last 3 years is the sheriff's budget. And also how to treat the people, how to be that person and be a good listener. When I talk about confidence, I'm very confident in all of my investigative skills, the knowledge in the 21 years that I've had in Elmore County as a law enforcement officer, that I can direct from the front any investigation that comes into the sheriff's office. Security to the citizens. I'm committed to the security of your family and the residents of this county. And when I say that, I mean to employ that we have citizens on patrol, we have neighborhood watch programs, we have reserves, we have a search and rescue unit, we have canines in our sheriff's office. That's where our security comes from. And most importantly, it's the service to the citizens, and that's what our deputies are taught. Last, I'd like to say thank you to my wife, to Sheriff Blair, who's given 30 years as your sheriff, 40 years to this county. That man has been not only an asset to this community, but he's been a great friend and a true mentor, and he's taught me what you citizens are all about and how to serve you. I'd appreciate your vote on May 17th. Thank you.
Yeah, I hit 10,000 about 7. Just saying. A little vibration in the pocket, that's all.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone coming out tonight. Thanks to the Elks Lodge for inviting us here. I've lived in Elmore County off and on since 1961. Lived in Glens Ferry, resided in Mountain Home, and also Pine Featherville and now Hammond. I like the people of Elmore County. It's the reason why I stayed here. And like I say, on May the 17th, we'll be on the back.
I don't know, it's really all I can say is maybe with the things that are being done. There's a lot of things going on in our county at the present time, and for your information, we have we've improved the ambulance service. We've got 2 new ambulances coming that'll be on board pretty quick because we see the need to protect the safety of the people. Another thing is we're working with the fair that's down in Glens Ferry. We're trying to move that forward to be a better facility for all of us and to make it more accessible, make it more productive as far as you and your kids going there and the programs that are offered there. Also, many things are happening in the county of buildings that we've purchased, the search and rescue, all these things that are developing are the positive things. I would appreciate your vote. I think I'm the right person because of the many things that I've done and the experience that we have. And I think it's we, the commissioners, it's never an I. And that's what's made us a great county. Thank you.
Mr. Nielsen?
Thank you. I would like to thank the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce for having this forum and inviting us all here, and the good folks that are members of this Elk Lodge for putting up with us and allowing us to come many, many times. I appreciate that. Now, in my closing remarks, let me say this. I'm a constitutionalist, and when you go to the Constitution, Article 1, Section 8 tells what the federal government can do, and that's 20 to 22, depending on how you interpret it. Section 10 tells what the states can do. Now, I'm one of those that says this, just like Senator Ridge. He's come and talked to us 2 or 3 times in the last couple of years, and he says the federal government needs to do this. Stop going towards socialism and back out a little bit at a time. And I'm saying the same thing. You would cause chaos if we did it all away in one moment. We have to back out slowly so that we can protect what we have and keep track of people and those types of things. And I'm one of those that's in that camp. I will guarantee you this. I cherish my oath to keep the Constitution of the United States and the state constitution, and I will do this. I will make decisions based on that to help you and us back out slowly. Thank you.
Ms. Blankford?
I just wanted to thank everybody for coming and inviting us to the sheriff's debate. That was fantastic. I appreciate it. That's good to hear. I just wanted to give you I'm going to do a quick website plug for you. www.meganblanksma.com. On there is my information, there is an email address, there is a phone number, there is a list of the supporters that are already on the team. I invite you to go look at that. That alone will tell you more about what we're putting together in this race than anything else. We're limited as to what we can say up here, but if you go to that website, I invite you to check out my positions on things and particularly look at our supporters list. We're gaining names every single day. You probably have friends and neighbors on there, and I'd like you to ask them what they think and why they're supporting me, because I think that's the best way you're going to get to know how I would do this job. Thank you again for your time. I really appreciate it.
Mr. Freeman?
Thanks again to the Chamber and to the Elks Lodge and for all you great folks. I'm glad to come out here and get to talk to you a little bit about who I am and what I believe in, my stances on things. My life's been a life of service, and that's why I want to do this. People have asked me, well, why are you doing this? Because I serve. I learned as an Eagle Scout in the military, and what I do currently, I serve people. And that's what I do. I build friendships, build trust, and I want to serve. And I love kicking the dirt out here in the rural counties, in all over the places in Idaho. I'm just as home as in Maverick as I would be in the state capitol. If I get your vote on May 17th, I would go there and represent you to the best of my abilities. And like we said before, it's going to be a long battle to get everything back that Idaho has. And it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of foot power, and a lot of back-breaking effort. And I thank you again for this opportunity to be here with you tonight. Thanks.
Mr. Will?
I guess as I think about the closing remarks, I just want to tell you that I perceive me as a servant of the people of stewardship. It's all about stewardship, and there's tough decisions to make over there in that capital, and they're not always easy, and they're not always on your line. I can tell you, any given day, we're probably going to make 50% of the decisions that's going to be in your favor. The next day, it'll be against something that you believe in passionately. Because we make decisions, we have to. We have to be a tough negotiator. I like to think I am a tough negotiator. But it is all about stewardship of the people. I can tell you 3 years ago, I sat here, in fact 2 years ago, I sat here in this same table, or I don't know if it's the same table, but the same format. And I talked to you about justice reinvestment and how in 5 years we could save $150 million. And it took us years to get to that Senate bill to do that through the Judiciary Rules and Administration Committees. And I chair that on the House side. And so far, we are online, and I can quantify this, that we're online that we've already saved about $100 million of justice reinvestment. We've got 2 more years of that to save another $60 million to the taxpayer. And I hope you give me that opportunity to do that. That's all I ask, is for your vote to allow me to do that. Thank you very much. And I also want to thank you for being here. You are what makes us success or failure. There's no question about it. It's all about you, it's not about us. Thank you.
Thank you. First, I thought it was bad to be the first person that had to speak because you weren't exactly sure what to say. Now it's bad to be the last person to speak because almost everything's always been said already, and if I say it, it's been said. But I do want to thank all of you for being here tonight. It's just so wonderful to see that there are people who care as much about their state, about their county, and their district to show up and ask questions and participate in the process. I want to thank my daughter Elizabeth for putting up with me. I asked her before I ran if it would be all right with her, and she said yes. I've got to thank Bunny for all the hard work she puts into the campaign. And I could go on and on down the list, but I don't want to miss anybody. All I want you all to know is it's not about me, it's about the people that I represent, it's about the people that have participated in the campaign, and the hard work that they do, and the hours that they put in. And I am so grateful, and I am so humbled, and I am so honored to have their support, and to have them behind us, and to care as much as they do about the campaign. And as an elected official, I will give it all my time, my talent, and my energy to do everything I can to represent you and what you stand for. Thank you.